That's right. It's Friday Rap. Eagles Web Boxing. Where you at? Yep. Looking out there, seeing where y'all at. I'm not gonna say much right away, but I got just a couple of questions. That's it. Friday Rap. Not gonna talk about a lot, but actually, we were just talking about the subject. I believe it was Wednesday. Monday, I just my work. I had worked all day, so it was Wednesday. We talked about it. So we'll get back into it today for Friday Rap. Friday. It might be Friday quick rap. Yeah, you know what happened, right? So anytime I'm in a hurry, anytime I know that I'm gonna log on for some reason when I feel like I got a pretty decent decent topic. All the topics are good, but it's just a lot of times I feel like well this might be a better you know topic or whatever to just discuss in here, but anytime I feel like this, you know what happens, right? So this stupid app, all these apps have to do the same thing. So this one has to upgrade. Here, I'm trying to log on, but I have to upgrade the app. Yeah, hold on, just writing something. Yeah, but we here. We here. We just waiting. We here, trying to see what's going on. Um, Trying to see what's going on with y'all. Hope y'all have a great weekend planned. I don't even know why I say stuff like that. It's like you get caught in saying, the normal things that people say. Like you talk about weekends. Everybody don't have the same weekend because some people's weeks don't end on the same day as everybody else's. So my weekend is my week start. I kind of like that though. Today because it makes it understandable what we're going through or whatever. Like I say tomorrow is like that's my Monday again. Is my re Monday. So I'm on that whole Monday thing. Yeah. Hold on. Yep, I'm still here. Just browsing, looking for. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that's what it is. Trying to see if I had some people. Okay, nothing there. I got it. I'm just checking the app and stuff. Just writing a little message to one of my friends here. So yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was talking to the last time we came through. I was just asking. So I'm just asking about um, a tournament. So today I just wanted to uh, just ask more specific. You know what I mean? Just more specific is so now uh, the the questions more or less it's kind of been answered to an extent because they're doing this whole thing with the matchroom. You know, uh, what are they calling it? I wish these apps stopped popping up. It's like stop popping up. Um, oh, they calling it Queensboro, Queensberry, or no? I think that's what they're calling it. Now I see a couple of maybe two or three of the matchups that I can see that I want to see. I want to see. I'm curious. I'm not as curious on the Bevo. Bevo's like a jazz. I like Bevo because I like his style because he's like um, he's the type of guy that he understands the jab work. He understand which a lot of people aren't understanding that the jab is such a great punch. That's why you use it so much. And a lot of times they'll go through a fight. You go through a whole round, and somebody threw five jabs. It's like you're probably losing. You threw five jabs. If somebody throws 100 jabs around, I mean that's a lot, but I'm just saying if somebody has a high volume of jabs like that, they're probably winning the fight. If they even throwing that many jabs, because I mean you, so if they threw that many jabs, that means you didn't get past that jab. They're not jabbing when you're right in their chest. So if somebody's just constantly keeping it on you, like somebody just keep constantly keeping it on you, ah, ah. So there's nothing I mean, because it's an extended punch, I mean, you uppercutting or whatever, but you're missing because I got you way on the outside, especially if I'm jabbing and I got you on the outside, I got long reach. You know what I mean? So you're throwing hooks and uppercuts, you're throwing all this shit. Ain't none of your stuff that you're throwing is landing because I'm keeping that jab on you. Your counters ain't really working as good. If I'm keeping that jab on you, your counters ain't even working. That's the exception on the screen right there. Ali, like he's just taking jabs. That's different, but because he's making a miss with every jab. He's on his tippy toes. He's doing everything he can to try to get that punch off on Ali, and he just can't. That's a whole different level of skill. You guys are putting your hands down, but you're not doing what Ali's doing. When you're putting your hands down, you can make people miss, but you're twisting them. Now think about the skill set that it takes to not even touch a man. Like a lot of these boxers are, they're putting their hands down, making you miss, but then they're grabbing you by your back and turning you around and spinning you. This thing about if somebody got their hands down and they make you spin yourself, they make you throw yourself off balance. You see that last punch that Terrell threw that he's coming up off his back foot. He's like, because it was almost like a haymaker. See what I mean? If somebody can hold their hands down and then cause you to do all that, then to me that's skillful. Okay, but let's just look. Let's just look. So we got Dimitri Bivol versus Malik. I think it's Zinad. We say Zinad. And we got Zalal Zhang versus Deontay Wilder. Those are two I want to see. Daniel Dubois, I want to see if he can make a comeback. And to be honest, I think he probably, I don't know. When it comes to Usyk, that would be his asterisk right there. But we're going to see. Hargovic. So, Philip Hargovic, a lot of people saying this is going to be a hard fight for Daniel Dubois. But then again, we got Willie Hutchinson again versus Craig Richards. And we got Hamza Shiraz versus Austin Williams. And then on the last, we got Nick Ball versus Raymond Ford. So we're going to see how that works out. And we were talking about this, like tournaments and stuff. And I was more or less asking about the tournaments. We should just have tournaments. Forget all that championship stuff. We don't even care about championships. We could start. So we could just start looking at like tournaments. Like, okay, he won this tournament, won that tournament. Just stack up all the tournaments that you won. Forget all them belts that you won. Did you win tournaments against the top guys? And we're saying like the top 10 guys, and one comes out, something like that. Top 10 guys and one comes out on top for each division. That way, there's no mistake when you got the top 10. If you got the top 4, there might be a mistake because you're going to have maybe the 5 guy was just as good as the 3 and 4. But if you got the top 10, you don't have to worry about the 4 and 5 because they're included. So just do these little tournaments, man, and you name them whichever way you want to name them. That's the way that you name these tournaments. You see. And so I would say, my question is, is this Queensberry Matchroom? Is that a good enough tournament? Or is that good enough talent when it comes to professional boxing? Is that good enough talent for us, or do we need something else? I'm trying to get ideas, so I'm trying to find out what should be the format for that. So what should be the format for the tournaments? Should we even think about the WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO? Should we even consider those to grab the prospects? To grab 10 out of those 4 organizations, or should we just use? And matter of fact, should we have like a spoiler in there too? Should we have like a veteran in there who's ain't got nothing else to lose, and maybe an up and coming prospect who he doesn't care about is old? Should we throw one of those guys in there, just somebody to shake it up that nobody knows about, and start them on the lower tier, so they start off with the number 10 guy and stuff like that? I mean, how should that work? I can see it working. I can see it, and I can't complain about the Queensberry versus the Matchroom. I can't really complain about that, but at least they're taking steps. See, the thing about the one thing I like about that is that they're taking steps into the right direction, because they can see the BS of what boxing is going through. And you might not like the Snake Hearns or nothing like that, but I don't necessarily care for him. I don't trust him, but at the same time, when it comes to business, he's actually learned in this boxing what to do. You know, how to survive and how to get that money. You're not really hearing from uh, many promoters like you're hearing from him. I mean, you hear from, like, even when it comes to advisors and stuff. When you talk about like Ellerby and stuff like that, Leonard Ellerby, you don't hear him that much. All he does right now, he's just bragging on like Tank this, Tank that. I mean, but we're gonna see, because Tank got that fight coming up too though. You got Frank Martin. You know, I would think I'm gonna go. I still think I kind of edge Zhang in this fight when it comes to Wilder. I still think that's what I'm. I think that's the way I'm gonna go when it comes to that fight, because I don't. Wilder has I lost my faith, which I don't really have faith in people, but I'm just saying. But I'm just, for lack of better words, he's lost my confidence in his ability to stay focused and stay online. If he just comes out there, if he just comes in and did like totally disrespect Zhang, like he did Stavern the second fight, he'll win easy. That's how Wilder has to fight. He has to fight like you don't have shit. That's how Wilder has to fight. If you're not going to use a jab and you're not going to concentrate on it and combinations, you have to come in with so much disrespect for people like, there's nothing you can do to me. No matter what you're going to throw a jab. When you throw a jab, I'm throwing the right hand. You have to come in with that kind of attitude. Like, whatever you do, I don't care. It's not going to affect me. Whatever, I'm hurting you regardless. And stop stop doing that. When you get a guy hurt, stop doing this. What is this? When you get a guy hurt, what's all this when people get somebody hurt? What's all that? What what is that? And you too, Usyk. Same thing. Usyk. When you had Tyson Fury hurt, you should have been like, you follow him, like, even if you got to chase him a little bit, keep everything straight and just, okay. You get caught in the moment like you got somebody hurt. It went the distance. It didn't have to go the distance though. He all land, they back up, hey, don't hold me. Bam. Crack him. You see some of the best finishers, the combinations are so beautiful. When they clip you, they got you hurt and they're gonna put you away. Look at some of the ways that like Tommy Hearns put people away. Look at even update, like even some of the ways that Shane Mosley put you away when he got you hurt. These guys just load up. Even George Foreman. Oh man, this is a horrible, horrible uppercut that he threw. If you look at that fight with Jerry Cooney, when you look at that, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? He just stepped right into like a straight uppercut, like boom, and then blasted him with a right hand, and it was over with. But god dang, it's just that when you got somebody dizzy like that, you got to be more accurate. You can't just go off and just go crazy. Even Sugar Ray Leonard, a lot of times he would just like try to showboat and all that, but he could put you, if he had you hurt, he could, pinpoint. His accuracy would get pinpoint accuracy and put you to sleep. But a lot of these guys now, they just start winging. They call Wilder windmill and all that. But shit, you guys are doing the same thing. You guys are getting all desperate. That's why you're not getting the knockout. Letting the guy hold. Look at George. Look at some of Frazier's fights when Frazier had people hurt. He's like, get the hell off me. He'd like shake you off, like, get off me, like drop down and like. And, that's what you do. When somebody holding, you drop down. Because if you holding in weak, if I drop down lower, what happens? If you get lower and you're weak, you might fall down on your own. So you just drop down. Like, oh you don't. And drop down and go to one side or go to the other side or go back. You know, they don't have that thinking process too. But and I'm not taking away, I'm not adding, and I'm not taking away, but it's just perspective. It's just looking at it. So don't call fighters wild if your ass is wild. You can't call somebody wild and you wild. How you calling somebody? That's like a 304 calling somebody else a 304. Come on, you're a 304. What is it? What is it? And 304 goes way back. You guys, a lot of you guys don't even remember, but 304 goes all the way back to, uh, I'm gonna say, the 90s. Some of y'all wasn't even born in '90. If you think about it, that's what it goes back to, like the '90s. It goes back to the pager days. I think that was '90s, right? When did pagers stop being, a thing? Pagers were around until about maybe even 2000. Well, some people still got pagers because a lot of times it's not practical to have a phone in certain places. So you do have to page. Most people just don't own pages, but certain businesses you have to have. You have to have a pager because a lot of times it's just not ringing you up is just not accessible, and it's more or less for a message. They usually will just send a message, to hit me up at once you finish at this certain site or location and stuff like that. Because you can't just pull out a phone. You can just look down. It might be too dangerous to pull out a phone. But anyway, yeah. So, I bring up the point about the 304s. It's like 304 calling another 304. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, you can't put everything in just one, not necessarily basket, but you can't. Well, I can say that, but you can't just put everything and just put it in one box. Everything don't fit in one box. You know what I mean? Styles make fights. Maybe this tournament is maybe it's a good thing. I was hoping you guys come through and discuss it, but you guys missed out. So I'm gonna go take care of my business and stuff. So like I said, it's Friday wrap, and it's a wrap with Eagles Web. For you to just came through just to look and see what I was doing, thank you for coming in, even though you didn't say anything. You panicked. But Sir Flame, I'm disappointed with you. You're not here. Gil Coles, I'm disappointed with you. You're not here. There's certain people I'm disappointed with. Not really. But anyway, yeah, my main people that are always here, and then some of my people that come and check on me every once in a while. I still appreciate it. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna actually, do this. Volleyball season coming up. I might have to go and adopt me a team. Because boxing is getting to the point where sometimes it's getting annoying and stuff. So, but we'll see. Maybe we can get back on track with boxing. But yeah, let me go out there, go out to the beach. I started to go yesterday. Or today. It's a little bit late. I can still make it, but yeah, I don't think I want to go. I got too much other stuff to do. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is. Eagle Wave boxing. Nothing but peace, nothing but uplifting. I'm going to catch y'all.